Good morning. Amy Ransdell here down in Atlanta at the Southeastern Group and manage my short sale. And I want to take a minute this morning to make my lesson this week, or I hate to call it a lesson, just topic of discussion, to be about something that seems to cause more arguments than just about anything with short sales, and that is the handling of multiple offer situations. Alright, so I want to just go through very quickly this morning a few key points to remember as agents listing short sales. Number one, the lender is not a party to the transaction. The lender is not on title. They do not own the home, okay? In a short sale listing, your offers are contingent upon lien holder's approval. But not because that they're on title or a party to the transaction, but because they have to approve being willing to take less than what is owed to release the lien, okay? Since they're not a party to the transaction, they're not signing any contracts, okay? Anything that's offered on a short sale listing, every offer needs to be presented to the seller. If the seller chooses to accept an offer, they sign, fully executed, accepts an offer, then that offer is sent to the lender for review. Okay? Only that offer, right? Not to say that if you have offers that aren't accepted, they never went anywhere, and you don't want to share with the lender that those offers were low when they came in, whatever, that's fine. But as far as the negotiated offer, the offer that you're going to send a prelim HUD with, the offer that you're going to fight for to get approved, it's only one offer. It's the offer that the seller signs and accepts. Okay? All right. The reason why I'm so vehement about that, okay, is that a lot of times we have agents put in an offer on a short sale listing that already has an offer in play, it's already been sent to the lender for review, and they get really upset if they find out that the offer that they just submitted is not going to also be sent to the lender for review. Well, why should it be? A seller can only accept one offer at a time. The fiduciary responsibilities of the agents are to present the all offers to the seller. My job as an agent, or any listing agent out there that does short sales, your job is to present all offers to the seller. The seller is not the lender. The lender is not a party to the transaction. And I'm not trying to talk to everybody like you guys are 5-year-olds, but recently I have had to have this conversation and this deep conversation with a lot of people, even brokers. The lender should not have the control over everything. And them knowing or seeing every offer that comes in on a property is not a good thing. Number one, some lenders don't want you to do that. It messes up their system. It causes paperwork, ridiculous havoc. Okay, when they go to give approvals on a short sales or try to look at the package, they have 5 million offers to look at. They don't know which one is the one that they're supposed to be negotiating. And what will happen is your short sale file is going to get kicked to the can. Okay, it's not going to go anywhere. You're going to have a very severely frustrated negotiator. Okay. Secondly, a seller can get all kinds of offers. Why should the lender be allowed to choose which one and force the seller to take? They can't do that. Again, they're not party to the transaction. There could be other offers that come in that have terms that are not favorable to the seller, but they might net the lender more. Why should the lender be given the choice to take something that nets them more, even though those terms could hurt your seller? Okay? So, again, your job as an agent is to help your seller choose the offer that is going to be best for them. Okay? Once they've accepted it, you're going to send it to the lender for review. It's as simple as that. If you've gone to something called binding agreement, it's sometimes different terms wherever state you're in, if you're at a binding contract with your sellers, then any other offers that come in can be backup offers. And you can let those agents know that. This is going to be in backup position. Should the offer currently on the table not be approved by the lender, yours is next. I highly recommend to all listing agents on short sales to build a buyer's list. And in fact, I think we're going to do a video one morning with some really great tips about how to build a buyer's list. Because again, with short sales, you're already up against a timeline that's sometimes completely irrational and really lengthy, depending on what lender or loan type you're working with, or how many liens that you've got to negotiate to agree with one another. So knowing that, buyers sometimes will kind of drop out through the process. If you have a really solid buyer's list built, then you can just roll right on to the next one, okay? And we are really, really big on doing that here. I don't like to go more than 2 or 3 days. If we lose a buyer, I want the next one on board, okay? So definitely do that. But again, if you have buyers putting in offers and there's one already to the lender, then they just sit there in backup position, right? Multiple offers, there's a lot of arguments because there are some agents, and in fact, California, you see it a lot, where they have addendums and things that encourage or try to explain that things are supposed to be sent to the lender. It's really not a good idea. I don't care where it is that you practice real estate. A seller legally can only accept one offer. Why does a lender need to see unaccepted, unexecuted offers? The lender should not be given the rights to choose which offer the seller wants to go with, ultimately. I mean, the lender shouldn't do that. As buying and selling agents, you certainly would not want that to happen. If your offer is the one that's currently accepted by the seller, you want to lock in your position. Why put offers on short sales if another one, if agents are required to send the next offer to the lender too? I mean, that puts your offer in jeopardy all the time. There's just no protections. It doesn't make any sense. So if a listing agent, if you get an offer on a short sale or any offer you get, do what you're supposed to do. Present all offers to the seller. If the seller accepts one, they send it to the lender. Great. Okay? If you need to know a little bit more, or you're wanting to argue this with me a little bit further, I invite comments on this, because this is something that, again, it tends to start arguments, and it really shouldn't. It's a very, very simple concept, and it's really for the best for both the sellers and the buyers and everybody. It's really in everybody's best interest to handle it just that way. Thank you so much for indulging me this morning. I thank you to everybody out there on the Manage My Short Sale team. If you're not currently using Manage My Short Sale, please be certain to at least check it out. It's some of the best tools to make your short sale work more efficient. Whether you're one agent just doing a few listings that are short sales, or you have a whole team, or your brokerage, no matter what, the short sale tools with Manage My Short Sale make the whole process much more efficient. It's a whole plethora of tools, okay? Check it out. It's www.managemyshortsale.com. You can also go to www.shortsalemedia.com. Excellent site that our team has been working on to really make sure that everybody has all the latest news in the industry, housing market, the short sale market, just in general. Some really great short sale updates for you guys to go through daily. But thanks so much. You guys have a great day, and I'll talk to you later.